Well, so what is your understanding of this card? Could you repeat it out?
Yeah, so it's about a 50-year-old insurance broker who's come asking for a medical certificate because he's had a recent divorce and he's under stress and he wants to go on a vacation. So he hasn't been granted a vacation by his company, and thus he wants to get a medical certificate and hence get a sick leave. So he's asked for a false medical certificate.
Exactly. So you are a doctor and you have been visited by a person who is 50 years old and he's an insurance broker. But the current situation is he needs a medical certificate which could he could utilize for his leave. But there is no problem. He is not having any health issues. It is a fake certificate, medical certificate he is in demand of. But you have to make the person to realize it is not possible. For what reason, whatever the reason he is giving, you have to convince and counsel, and you have to say that you are not the doctor who is going to provide such kind of certificate. And apart from that, you are giving counseling and you are recommending the person rather giving a fake certificate could directly speak to the management and get the work done over there. So that is your suggestion, right?
Yes.
Yes, you could start your conversation.
Uh, Good evening. I am Dr. Garima Arora and I'm one of the doctors at this clinic. How may I address you, please?
Yes, good evening, doctor. I believe that you are a very popular doctor in this locality. That's the reason I visited you. Yes, my name is Adam, and I'm 50 years old. I'm an insurance broker. But the reason why did I visit you is to get a medical certificate because I have a plan to go for a vacation. So is it possible for me to get a medical certificate for a couple of weeks? That I am ill and so mentioning that I want to apply for a holiday a couple of weeks. So could you provide it?
Do you actually have any health issues or do you have any symptoms at present?
Honestly speaking, yeah, no, I don't have any health issues. Yes, but I have some psychological, mental relief is required. If you don't mind, I could brief it out. Recently, I had gone for a divorce with my spouse. So it's quite stressful, and the situation is something that I could not come out of. So I feel that if I have a vacation, a good time with my good friends, it could restore my energy. I could get regeneration to get back in an active way to the normal life. For that, I need a medical certificate in order to apply for the vacation.
I'm so sorry, Adam, to hear about your divorce. I completely understand your situation, but I'm sorry I cannot issue a medical certificate on false grounds. It questions my professional integrity and also it accounts for professional misconduct. So I will not be able to give you a fake medical certificate.
Well, doctor, I hope you should understand my situation because I'm literally helpless as of now. The traumatic experience, I want to come out of only a good vacation with friends could help me to get back into my normal shape after this particular divorce. Whereas the workplace and my boss is reluctant to give me holiday or to allow me to go for a vacation. They are demanding me to provide a medical certificate. That's the reason I've dropped over here. You could consider my plea.
I understand that you are under a lot of stress and it must be affecting your mental as well as physical health. I would rather strongly recommend that you see a psychologist and have a session or two of therapy with a psychologist first. And maybe it'll be better in the long term for you to open out to your employer also and discuss your issues with him if that's okay with you.
I don't understand how could you recommend me to go for a psychologist. Doctor, I respect your profession, I respect you, but you have to understand my situation. Obviously, I have a stressful moment, but that doesn't require me to take the help of a psychologist or psychiatrist. If that is needed, obviously, I would have gone to such place. There is nothing in need of me to visit a general physician like you. Rather understanding my situation, you are just, making me perturbed. I don't understand. Lots of doctors are providing medical certificate, and what's bothering you? I don't understand.
Don't get me wrong, Adam, but I cannot, I once again emphasize, I cannot provide you a false medical certificate. And I would really recommend that visiting a psychologist is the best treatment plan for you right now, because they'll help you get over your stressful situation. They'll help you, um, uh, you know, sorry. Mm,
Correct.
this,
Yes, yes. Speak,
yeah,
speak.
so they'll help you get over your inhibitions and whatever issues you are dealing with right now. It'll be easier for you to open up to them.
And also, you could recommend that, you could also give a piece of advice. If you don't mind, I could give a piece of advice. Rather asking a doctor for a fake certificate, directly you could speak to your management or the superior and reveal to them what is your current mental status. Why do you need this vacation? How important is it for you to get back into normal activities? So that is quite, be transparent to your management, give them the proper reason and get, a holiday. So that also you could recommend. Okay.
Okay.
Because according to your card,
Mm.
it is given that speaking to the boss and getting the work done,
Okay.
it's a better advice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You incorporate that idea also.
Yeah. So I would rather advise you to be transparent and be open to your superiors at your workplace and tell them about your mental condition and the stress you are going through right now. So probably they'll be able to help you and uh, probably be able to give you a few days off as you want.
I understand, but you don't know the the workplace and the ambience, the mindset of the people where I work. These kind of things will not work over there. They are very rigid and very strict. They would not give permission for me to go for a vacation without a certificate. If it is possible, I would not have dropped over here. Anyhow, doctor, I'm really thankful for your kind suggestion. If it is not possible from your side, let me try in other places because I don't think checking with my management and get the work done is possible as of now. Only the certificate could help me to go for a vacation. And anyhow, thank you for your valuable suggestion. And if I hurt your feeling at any time, you could excuse me. Thank you a lot.
It's all right, Adam, and I would again once again suggest that you can either go and visit a psychologist and have a session with a psychologist, or else it will be better to first try and be open to your superiors at your work. There is no harm in that anyhow. At least we can try being transparent with them and then see how things go.
Yeah. See here, once the speech has been completed by the person, once again, don't insist the same point. You could emphasize about the health, so that you could say. You could say that once it is told thank you, and you could say that welcome, but don't mistake. It is my humble suggestion to you that, I could really acknowledge that you have an episode of stress. If you ignore your stress, definitely it could lead to a lot of mental issues, psychological
Okay.
issues. It could lead to depression, and that would
Okay.
really guide you in a wrong way to get your work done. So your mind works in an pessimistic way to get your work done. So as a
Okay.
doctor, though I'm not a psychologist, I have done my psychology because we are into medicine. We know the psychology of people. So it's my humble and a piece of suggestion, advice to you. If it is possible, you visit a psychologist and take a medical advice from the psychologist. I hope that itself could be helpful for you to get holiday and leave for a couple of weeks or 10 days as you wish. Uh, Otherwise, you seek your management rather getting a fake certificate because a fake certificate is not going to help you and it is a stigma in your mind. Even if you take a
Okay.
fake certificate and go for a vacation, end of the after everything gets over, once again you have to come and meet, and once again you have to come and work with the same set of people, and you are supposed to experience the same thing. So definitely
Okay.
it is according to my observation, it is a stigma in your mind that you have a kind of stress, and that the stress would definitely would lead to depression. That's the reason I've suggested you to go for the psychologist rather taking your fake certificate and
Okay.
going for a vacation. Instead of going for a vacation, you need a proper counseling and psychologist advice. So that is my recommendation to you. If you want, you could
Okay.
take it as a piece of advice. So that you have to emphasize.